Welcome back to the homestead, everyone. Today's just going to be a little bit of cleanup work and prep work on the septic. So as you can see, I picked up the tank. It's a polypropylene tank. It's 1,000 gallons. It holds 1,000 gallons, and the top of it is going to be buried somewhere around 6 to 8 feet below the surface of the ground. So let me take you over here. So right here is where the edge of the building is going to go, where I'm standing, and that little square right there is where the tank's going to be buried. The tank's going to be buried approximately 17 feet from the edge of the building, which is what the engineering specs are calling for. And then I don't know if you can see it, but way down there, about 80 feet down where that one little pine tree is, that's going to be the leach bed. That's approximately 80 feet down. And again, that's what the engineering specs are calling for from the engineer. So today, what I'm going to do is refine the stakes I have in the ground here a little bit. I need to adjust them slightly. And then I want to try to get a lot of this debris and stuff cleaned up that's in the field and in the way. Get it and piled over here. Also, I'm going to take that pile of logs and move them over to the wood pile stack, because they're too small to be milled, so they're just going to end up being wood for the wood burner. So that's what's on the agenda today. So let's get to it. Pretty close. It's about 1.5 inches off from 17 feet, but I talked to the engineers and they're like, if it's within a couple inches, it's going to be good enough, because you got a little bit of leeway here and there. So I'm going to go ahead and move these 4 outer stakes, and then that one also. That one should be 102 from this one. So now these corner ones, I want to move this one back 1 foot. And this one back. So these two corners should be 102 plus 24, which is 126. Okay, that gives me the rough idea of how big the hole has to be to put the tank in. And I think I mentioned it earlier, the top of the tank's going to be between 6 and 8 feet under the surface. That's how deep we have to bury them up here in Alaska, because the frost can easily go down that deep. Especially here in Willow, where like last winter, for about a month straight, it averaged, the lows averaged somewhere between -30 and -50, depending exactly where you were. And the high temperature averaged in the negative teens for about that full month. So it definitely gets really cold here for extended periods of time. So the tank has to be buried extra deep. According to the engineer's drawings, the pipe from the edge of the tank down to the fill drain is supposed to be 79.6 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and measure off 79.6 feet down and place a stake, and that's going to be the center of the fill drain. Okay, let me pull this tight again. .6 is right here. Ah, crap, I forgot my hammer. Let me go up and get it. I got my trusty hammer, now let's pound this in. According to the drawings, the drain field needs to be 5 feet wide, so 2.5 feet on each side of this. So I'm going to mark that out now. But let me roll this up first. And again, this is what the engineering drawings show. I'm sure I'll probably dig it a little bit wider just to be on the safe side. But then it has to be 7.5 feet deep from the ground, because there'll be 4 feet of drain rock in the bottom. Then I'll lay the pipe, then another 6 inches drain rock that will cover the pipe. And then there'll be ground fabric that's put on top of that, and then I can backfill it with whatever I want, dirt or whatever. So this is how wide it's going to be. That should be 5 feet between the two stakes. Yep, 5 feet. So that's pretty much center stake to center stake, and this one is center of the stake is right about 2 feet 6 inches. So we're doing good there. Now the drain field is, let me confirm, I think it said 27 feet long, or 57 feet long. Yes, 57 feet long. So half of 57, half of 50 is 25, half of 7 is 3.5, so 28.5 feet on each side of these 3 stakes. Let's go ahead and mark that out. So just like these 2 center stakes, I had to make sure those 2 end stakes were 5 feet apart from each other, which they are. That's not in the ground too much, and I know it moved, but so let's go that direction now. According to the engineer's drawings, I gotta stay, what is it, 13.8 feet off that property line, which I'm well over that 13.8. And one of the questions I asked is, why does the drain field have to be in like this type of location? And he said the drain fields, as a standard, always run parallel to the altitude lines, so they always try to keep it in a flat area, and going this way right here is pretty much a bench, and it actually goes over a ways, and according to the drawings there's another drain field right down there, just about 8 feet over, and that is in case this one ever fails. I can just extend the pipe right over and put in another drain field 8 feet over and use that one. So there's more than enough room here for 2 drain fields, so we're gonna go with it this way, and everything's working out, so got lots of room. Let's get that stake pounded in and get the other one set. Okay, I got it. Again, those 2 are 5 feet apart, and they're 28.5 feet from these 3 right here. So that would make 57 long. Actually, the drain pipe in the 7 in the center of the field is going to be 57 feet long. So the hole will actually have to be approximately 59 feet long, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to end up going a little bit bigger when I dig it anyway. So that's a float plane flying overhead. Let me take a measure over to where I believe the property line is and just see how far it looks. Again, I gotta be, what did it say? 13.8 from the property line at the closest point, so. Looks like I'm still pushing 30 feet or better from the property line, so I'm good to go there. And I guess I should say from what I believe the property line is, because I haven't had it surveyed. So that's one reason I'm giving myself extra room. So if I am off a couple feet, it's not going to matter. It's still well within the limits. So the drain field's done. The septic tank area is done. So I'm just going to clean up a little bit more around here. I think I'm going to wrap this video up. Journey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, comment, share on your social medias. I do have a Rumble page, an Instagram page, and a Facebook page. The Instagram and Facebook page is the same as this YouTube channel, Alaska's Last Frontier Homestead. On Rumble, it's Alaska's Last Frontier Cabin, because I can't change the name on Rumble yet. Make sure you subscribe and follow those other channels, and thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.